separated. Hey, man, you're disrespecting me. Choke him out. Gotta keep them separated. Hey, hey, don't mind. You're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey, hey, come on and play.
'cause of mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. That sounds big loud in the bird, but I'm a man with the greatest fear. Got to knock on me, but I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love more praise, so you can play some bed with me. But run on, not out of the bed. Tips in love, that love thing, let me light your kennel coats. So mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. Said, baby, here I am, a man on the scene. Give me what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good no love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby throwing it on, know you'll be around for more. Boys run on, not out to present. Touch and love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. And mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle, man. Yeah. Chemicals of mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, hard, God. Now, no. Gentlemen out there, see it hard to blow it out. Oh, yeah.
that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. Thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold 9 million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor.
It's time for Lincoln Potters Baseball.
You got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump
Today's
it up.
broadcast is
You've
brought
got
to you by
pump it
Stones
up,
Radio
but don't you
Network.
know, pump
Now
it
let's
up.
potter up
You've
to the
got
booth.
pump it up, but don't you know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to McPean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California for another great evening of Lincoln Potters Baseball. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. Riley the Engineer also here. Tonight, the Potters wrap up a 2-game series against NorCal Baseball Club Bercovich Honors. Now, Lincoln is now 14-2 in the season after dropping last night's game 5-0 as 2 Bercovich pitchers held the home team to just 4 hits. Tonight, Potters manager Tyler Robertson hopes his bats wake up as he looks forward to Pacific Empire League play, which begins on Tuesday. Let's start things off tonight with a look at the honors batting order that starting pitcher Jackson Halverson will face newcomer Cameron Murphy in center field. Noah Garcia with 2 hits, batting in the 3rd spot. Luca Bocasile came in as a pinch hitter, got a base hit last night, hitting 6th. Max Cohen, who closed the game out with 2 innings on the mound, batting 7th. Jackson Short is back at short, and Mason Henshaw moves from left field to behind the plate, and he will bat 9th. Matt Elliott on the mound for Bercovich Honors, who, as we said, won last night's game 5-0. 5 runs, 8 hits for the Honors. No runs, just 4 hits for the Lincoln Potters, and they'll try to turn that around, as we mentioned, Tuesday, starting Pacific Empire League play against the Humboldt Crabs. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all those games at 6:35. Then Friday, here come the Medford Rogues at 6:35. Saturday, 6:05, and Sunday, 6:05 against the Medford Rogues. Saturday is a fireworks night. So a big week of baseball planned, but as we said, Tyler Robertson, he wants his team to get the bats going as he goes into league play. And last night it was Jake Fields and Max Cohen, the aforementioned Max Cohen, who shut down the Potters on just 4 hits. So it'll be Cameron Murphy, Tanner Lee, and Noah Garcia starting us off against Jackson Halverson. He's 2-0 on the campaign. 13 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 8 runs, 12 strikeouts. He had 2 great outings, then had a tough outing last time out against the Menlo Legacy, in which he was knocked around a little bit early and got a no decision in that game. In the game the Potters eventually won. Gerald Hansen came out of the bullpen and picked up the win in that one. So here's Cameron Murphy. The center fielder did not play yesterday. He's out of Chabot College, and he's up here against Alverson. We're ready to go, and we are on the way. First pitch, 6:35, right on the money, thanks to the great Willie Preston. And tonight is a special night. Tonight is Disney night. And what we worry about in Disney night is who's going to show up. But they're already here. All the great Disney characters, that's in there for a strike. We've got, and I need Riley's help because he's a big Disney guy. We got Snow White, of course. I think we got Elsa from Frozen. Maybe Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And swing and a miss by Murphy. And then one other one who I don't remember now. But, I mean, that's pretty good. Tinkerbell. Thank you very much, Riley. So Tinkerbell rounds out the quartet, the Mount Rushmore of Disney characters we have rolling around tonight. 1-2 pitch breaking ball inside. 2-2. That's a pretty good representation. I wouldn't mind having Aladdin out here. I'm just saying, for me, or somebody from, like, Woody. I think Woody's been here in the past. He must not have had a good time. 2-2 pitch is hit sharply to the left to shortstop into center field for a base hit. Under the glove of Cade Parker, and Murphy starts it off with a base hit. He's at first base, and Tanner Lee, who came on as a defensive replacement or a pinch hitter yesterday, was 0 for 1. He will be the next hitter. Let's take a look defensively at our Potters. That was Cade Parker trying to make that play at shortstop. Luke Mancy at third, T.J. Oster at second, Hudson Brown back at first. Behind the plate today, Sean White, and it's Garish, Eaton, and Pearson on the outfield garden with Jackson Halverson on the mound. That one's popped out of play right behind us as the crowd continues to file in on a Saturday night, a very pleasant Saturday night here. Very pleasant Disney Saturday night. And the Potters looking to erase the stigma of last night's loss. Only the second on the campaign for the Potters, but they had put together a fine winning streak of, I'm going to say 12 games maybe before that one. Lost the third game of the season to the Nevada Knicks and won the next 12, and then dropped it to the Honors last night. All power to Bercovich because they deserve the win. So here's Tanner Lee. Comes to us from Olone College out of Livermore High School. Pitches a fastball. It's on the outside corner. I think he's the dueling dogs batter. I'll have to check with Willie on that. That's important to know. Willie's he's had a lot to do today. He's had to manage 2 or 3 different presentations before the game and a couple of first pitches. That is outside, so Tanner is not the dueling dogs batter. That will be coming up a little bit later on in the lineup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Well, maybe he should have been, huh, Willie? Tanner Lee is out on strikes. That'll bring up Noah Garcia, the first baseman. Noah was 2 for 4 last night and drove in a run, batting in the cleanup spot last night, a couple early singles. He is out of Laverne University, University of Laverne, the Leopards. And with a decent lead at first is Cameron Murphy. Halverson with his first strikeout. That fastball is inside to the left-hand hitter Garcia. We said 12 strikeouts and 13 2/3 for Jackson, so make that 13 strikeouts. He's going to go over and try to chase Murphy back. Hudson Brown over at first for the Potters in this one. As you would expect on a Disney night, there's a lot of action in the bounce houses. That's in the dirt ball, too. I think what they do is you go check out like Snow White or like Elsa and then hit the bounce house, come on back. There's Tinkerbell. I don't know if Tinkerbell is still it for the young kids, though. It's kind of an older story. 2-0 pitch. Garcia lines one into left center field, moving over is Eaton. He's going to take that one about shoulder high. He's going to try to go back to first, and just a little bit too late to try to double off Murphy. So Garcia hit it hard, but right at Cole Eaton out in center field. 2 outs, and the DH is Jake Cross, and he will be the hitter. 6'4" out of Cal Poly. Did not play in yesterday's game, so his first appearance of the weekend, I guess, Friday, Saturday. I guess you could say weekend. Fastball right down the middle from Halverson. Right on 88 miles an hour from the big right-hander from McClatchy High School and headed to Sac State, Sacramento State University, Cal State University, Sacramento, whichever you prefer. Breaking ball just misses. When I went there, they just called it Sac State, and then they got fancy Cal State Sacramento, and now I don't know what you call it. But it's a fine institution, and that's all that matters. Throw over to first base, and back is Murphy. Almost did one of those slides where he stopped before he got to where he was going. Hudson Brown tried to take advantage of that, but his tag a little bit too late. Here's the 1-0. That's a nice breaking ball in there for a strike. Make that, it was 1-1, now it's 1-2. Again, I looked at the scoreboard. Don't do that. Prince McBean trying to raise money for a new one. We'll give you a QR code later on. You can just kind of donate and just feel like you really helped out McBean Stadium. 1-2, there goes the runner. It's in the dirt and gets away. It'll be a stolen base for Murphy as he now is in scoring position. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jake Cross. Zach Gardner, the third baseman, will follow Jake Cross. Zach also not in the game last night. Here's the 2-2. Another breaking ball lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding third is Murphy. He's going to take off and try to score. The throw will be cut off. It is an RBI single for Cross, and the Honors take the lead 1-0. So he got 2 strikes on him, could not put him away, and a solid single by Jake Cross puts the Bercovich Honors team on the board. And here is Zach Gardner playing at third base tonight. Zach from Cal Lutheran as well, out of Castro Valley High School. Steps in, 6'2", 190. Again, great roster from Bercovich Honors. We appreciate it. Fastball in there for a strike. 89 from Jackson Halverson. So the stolen base comes up big for the honors team as Murphy got himself into scoring position and scored on Cross's single. That fastball's outside. 1-1. Luca Bocasile is on deck. Luca's out in right field today. Came on yesterday and was 1 for 2. 1-1 pitch. Line drive center field. Eaton coming in again. Makes another catch. Almost the same spot. He caught the one from Garcia for the out. 2 hits, 1 run. We go to the bottom of the first. Honors 1. Potters coming to bat.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double.
Bottom of the first inning. Potters trail it 1-0. Honors struck first. Let's see. I think they hit one in the top of the first. Yes, they did in yesterday's game as well. So it is Matt Elliott out on the mound for the Bercovich Honors. Matt out of South Mountain Community College, went to Capilindo High School, 6'1". Here's the lineup that Matt will be facing. The Potters will send up Cade Parker, then Cole Eaton and Hudson Brown in this first inning. Will Lindbergh getting the DH spot today, number 5. Trip Garish is back out in left field. Karsten Pearson making his first start in right field, batting 8th. And TJ Oster rounds it out. He will be at second base. Of course, Jackson Halverson is the pitcher for the Potters today, and the Potters still looking for their first run in this series, and they'll go try to get it off Matt Elliott right here with Cade Parker, who is hitting .353, has 7 runs batted in, and he got probably the closest thing to a run for the Potters last night. Hit a fly ball to deep left field that the left fielder caught right up against the fence out there. The Placer Valley sign in left field. So here's Cade Parker. Panama City Beach, Florida for Cade. Georgia Southern University, just like Sean White, who's the cleanup man today. And here's Elliott from the windup. Fastball is in there for a strike, right on 89 miles an hour for Matt Elliott. Cole Eaton to follow. That one is outside for a ball. That was a strike last night, but not tonight. I think the catcher was just trying to check and see if they still had some consistency, but no, this guy didn't fall for that. 1-1 pitch. That's a good-looking pitch outside corner 1-2. Quickly 1-2 on Cade Parker. Cade has a home run on the season. It was a grand slam. I don't want to brag or anything, but it was pretty cool. Misses with a fastball again, 2-2. That one got up to 90 for Matt Elliott. 1 run for the Honors in the top of the first inning. Potters leading it off with Cade Parker. Breaking ball's fouled back to the screen. So we'll go again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Who's on duty today? Number 27. I got to check out that. That is, that's Logan. Okay. Usually Logan moves a lot faster than that. He's probably saving his strength. I like that. That's fouled out of play. Logan was one of, I think, 7 Potter relievers who came on last night and did a fantastic job. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 relievers came on and gave up 4 hits and 1 run over the last 7 innings. So good pitching on both sides yesterday. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul again. Jake Fields was the story of the game, a 3-hitter over 7 innings. He got the win. Max Cohen, today's left fielder, came on and got the final 6 outs in that one. So Parker still 2-2 on Cade. Wind blowing out today. Takes that one high for a ball. So 3-2. Get one up in the air. It should go in this one. That's inside, ball 4. So Parker goes down to first base, does his job, gets on base as the leadoff man. He'll be there with nobody out, and Cole Eaton will be the hitter. Let's look defensively, if we can, Riley the engineer, at the Bercovich honors. Max Cohen, as we said, in left field. Cameron Murphy center. Luca Polisile in right. Zach Gardner, Jackson Short, Tanner Lee, and Noah Garcia in the infield. Behind the plate, Mason Henshaw, who was in left field last night, and Matt Elliott is on the mound. And here's Eaton. 321 for Cole. Takes that one right down the middle for a strike. He has 12 runs batted in on the campaign. Cole out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Tennessee. Breaking ball swung on and fouled at the plate. So it quickly is 0-2. Potter coaches Mike Lavigny and Tyler Malone. Tyler Robertson is sitting down where he usually does, right in front of the Potters dugout from a comfortable chair. 0-2. Decent lead at first by Parker. He's always a threat to go. Here's the pitch. He goes. That's outside. The throw to second base is going to be too late, and it's going to be offline. It hits off Parker, goes into short left center field, and Parker's going to get over to third. So Cade gets the steal. The throw got away. Going to be an error on the catcher as it hit Cade as he was sliding in. And now Cole Eaton up here with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. He's got the tying run 90 feet away in the person of Cade Parker. Elliott working from the windup again. Breaking ball is fouled out of play. 17 for 53 on the season, 321 for Cole with those dozen runs batted in. Had a big 5 RBI game earlier in the week. Takes a high fastball and evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I haven't seen that. I guess the Disney characters, oh no, there they are over there, okay. Well, they have no fan, they got to go, come on, go up there and talk to Elsa or whoever that is over there. 2-2 pitch, call, strike 3, outside corner. 89 miles an hour for Elliott right on the corner, and that'll bring up Hudson Brown. Hudson at 278 on the season. 7 runs batted in. He is out of the University of Kentucky, and speaking of them, big win for them in the College World Series today. Walk-off with Nolan McCarthy, our own Nolan McCarthy, a 2-run home run in that game. Way to go, Nolan McCarthy from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Tremendous work. 3, I don't know, there's a game going on now, but the first 3 games of the World Series, 3 walk-offs. So pretty good stuff. Swing and a miss. 0-2. So runner got to third, the strikeout of Eaton, and now 0-2 on Hudson Brown. Sean White, the cleanup man, is on deck. High fastball. 1-2, Hudson lays off that one. Out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. That's inside. Turns away from it. Evens the count at 2-2. I believe it's Olive Branch, about 6,000 people. I think when the geographical, the head of geography at Stones Radio Networks, Chris Toy, was here, I think he looked it up and checked it out for me. Line drive right back up the middle into center field. We got a tie ball game. RBI number 8 for Hudson Brown. Took an inside fastball and directed it right back up the middle. Parker scores the run that ties the game and brings up Sean White. Sean also from Georgia Southern, but he's from, according to this, Niceville, Florida, which is either the best or the worst place on earth. Don't really know. I'm hoping for the former. 273 for Sean, has a home run and has 6 runs batted in. Splits time with a couple other catchers. Cole Dillon also behind the plate. Andrew Sloan's been behind the plate. So Sean takes in the dirt for a ball. So the Potters scored their first run of the series in the first inning here against Elliott. And we are tied at 1. There's a breaking ball, and that misses inside. 2-0. And somebody from the other team, a fan from the other team is yelling at the umpire, hey, this is our stadium. We yell at the umpire, okay? Get your own stadium. Look out. That one's inside, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes on Sean White. He's followed by Will Lindbergh, who's DHing tonight. Brown over at first base. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That one's right down the middle, so it's 3-1. Oh, so the Disney characters have moved on. Good. Glad to see that. Good crowd. Great crowd out here. A little Saturday night baseball. Here's the 3-1, and that is ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Elliott. Moving to second is Hudson Brown, and now with 2 on and 1 out, Will Lindbergh will be the hitter. Will's at 2 for 8 on the season, 250. You believe this is his second start out of Cal State Northridge in Gold River, California. It's the left-hand hitting Will Lindbergh. Off-speed pitch is hit down the line. That is a fair ball over first base. Here comes Brown. He'll score. Lindbergh's going into second. Here comes the second runner. They're going to hold wide at third base as the throw comes into second. Will Lindbergh comes up with a big double, and the Potters take a 2-1 lead. Right over the bag at first base for Lindbergh. And there's going to be a meeting at the mound for Bercovich honors. So the Potters went down 1-0. Cade Parker started off the bottom of the first. He got a walk. Stole second, was hit with the throw, so went to third. After Eaton struck out, Hudson Brown got down 0-2 and worked it back to 2-2. Then lined a single up the middle on an inside fastball. A walk to Sean White, and then a double over the bag by Will Lindbergh. And as Tripp Garish comes to the plate, the Potters are in business with 2 and trying to make it even more here in the bottom of the first inning. Tripp hitting .333, 5 for 15 on the season. Comes to us out of Belmont, California, and United States Air Force Academy. Left-handed hitter, out in left field today. White coming down the line from third. Lindbergh at second. He's got good speed. White probably could have made it because the throw came in, but no way to know him on that when the call was made to hold him up. Garish fouls it out of play to our left. Oh, and 1 on Tripp. He's followed by the third baseman tonight, Luke Mancy. Pearson and Oster round out the Potters' hitting lineup. Garish takes a fastball. Looked pretty good, but I think the catcher had moved out to the outside corner, so I think the umpire was calling the catcher's location. One and 1. That's fouled out of play to our left. So it's 1-2 on Tripp Garish. Bounce House is doing great business. There's a lot of young people in the crowd. There's always a lot of young people, but maybe even more today. As there are famous Disney personalities all over the ballpark. Riley's not a big Disney fan, but we don't have to go over that right now. Garish takes a breaking ball, misses outside, 2-2. It's a philosophical thing. It has more to do with Star Wars and all that other stuff. It's not really Simba and those guys. Or Mickey. He doesn't like Mickey. But Mickey can get on your nerves, I guess. 2-2 to Tripp. Inside, ball 3. High and inside. So it's a full count on Tripp. Could load the bases for Luke Mancy. Lindbergh at second. Sean White over at third. Breaking ball in the dirt, ball 4. Good at bat by Tripp Garish working the walk. Third walk given up by Elliott here in the first inning. And with the bases loaded, still just 1 out. And Luke Mancy coming to the plate. Luke is hitting .286 out of the University of New Mexico. Left-handed third baseman. First pitch sailing away is a fastball at 88. And Luke's up on the count. 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Lundgren, the GM, president, head honcho, grand poobah, walking around tonight. swung on and missed. Trying to cheer the Potters on, get them back on the winning track before Tuesday night. The Humboldt Crabs invade McBean Stadium. It's going to be a lot of fun. 6 games in a row against PEL foes. That's popped out left side, giving chase is Gardner, but he's going to run out of room as it's on the grassy knoll area, and then hits the new sidewalk out there and bounces out of play. The new spruced up grassy knoll area. So it's 1-2 on Luke. Potters with the bases loaded here, 2 in already in the first. Swung on and fouled. The umpire says he did not foul it. It looked like he fouled it, but he says he did not foul it, so it's strike 3. Seemed like a foul, but the umpire maintains no, so 2 outs. And here's Karsten Pearson. Newcomer out of Dublin, California. University of Washington has a couple at bats. He has a walk and a flyout. So his first start batting in the number 8 spot, playing right field. Big spot right here. Arson hits a grounder down the first base line. It's foul, so he came up swinging and fouled that one down to Noah Garcia, who returns it to Matt Elliott. And we are ready to begin again as the Potter runners return to their respective positions. So Karsten Pearson getting a at bat in a high-pressure situation here with the bases loaded. Takes the fastball, and it's in there for a strike, so it's 0-2. Quickly on Pearson. 3 walks, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts for the Potters here in the bottom of the first. They put 2 up on the board. High and outside, 1-2. Mason Henshaw behind the plate in this one for Bercovich. Sales high, so it's 2-2 now. Pearson wearing number 30, Potters with the exposed blue uniforms, orange numbers and letters. A good look on a Saturday night. 2-2 as Elliott steps off to reassess the situation, and I reassess who's down in the kiln down there. Lincoln Little League has a team down there, a couple other organizations. Swing and a miss, got him on strike. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for Elliott, but it gives up 2 runs. We go to the top of the second. Potters on top, 2-1.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the second inning, Jackson Halverson back out on the mound for the Potters as they have a 2-1 lead. He will face Luca Bocasile, Max Cohen, and Jackson Short, the first 3 hitters for the Bercovich Honors team. We got 1 run in the top of the first, a single by Murphy. He was scored in a single by Jake Cross. A couple of loud outs in that inning. Garcia and Gardner both with line drives to center field that Cole Eaton handled. So John White comes out. He was on the bases as the inning ended, so he's taken a warm-up toss from Jackson Halverson, and we'll be ready to go here in the top of the second on Disney night here at McBean Stadium. Beautiful night, beautiful crowd out here. Got a breeze going, though. If you get it up in the air, it should go somewhere. Oh, here's Luca Bocasile. He will lead us off here in the second inning. Luca out of Chabot College. 6'3", 200 pounds, left-handed hitting right fielder. He is the dueling dogs batter, I guess, says Willie Preston. So if he strikes out, half off dueling dogs for the rest of the inning. He takes the first pitch, and it's called a strike. The umpire is, sympathetic to our cause. He likes a good bargain. I'd say sharply down to first, handled by Brown. Had to look in his glove again. He's going to get there a step before Bocasile. So he hit it hard, but Brown all over it with a nice play down there for the first out. And here's Max Cohen. Max finished the last 2 innings off on the mound last night in the Honors win, and today he's out in left field batting in the number 7 spot. He is from Monterey Peninsula College. He swings and fouls it off from Jackson Halverson. Out of McClatchy High School, there's the, Snow White. Yeah, she's smiling. Okay, way to go. Elsa, I think, and Alice in Wonderland, who looks a little trippy, if I may say so. That is out. Fouled that way for 0-2. She's got the Mad Hatter and the White Rabbit. She's got a lot of weird stuff going on. She's not straight down the line like your Snow White, who just hangs out with 7 little dudes. 0-2 pitch, good fastball, just misses. 88 for Halverson on that fastball. Good thing Stones McCoy is in here. There's a woman, a fan, a fine fan here, wearing a Dodger hat, and he would not be happy. Swing and a miss, got Cohen on strikes. Second strikeout for Jackson Halverson, and with 2 outs, Jackson Short will be the hitter. Jackson at shortstop tonight, was at shortstop last night, was 1 for 3 and scored a run. So he comes in here, the number 8 hitter, left-handed hitter, out of Occidental College. Left-hander against right-hander. Halverson's first pitch misses outside. So it is 1-0. Mason Henshaw, the catcher, batting 9th. He is on deck. If Short can get something started here in the second. And he lines it down the right field line, and that is a foul ball. Bounces up against the fence. 314 dead down the line in right and in left. 385, I think, in left and right center. Call it 400 in center field. And I think either 420 or 440 to get over the batter's eye. That's hit out towards second base, charging it. And going to first is T.J. Oster for the out. So 1, 2, 3 for Halverson here in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the inning, and the Potters lead it 2-1.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
What a race, Riley the engineer. Piper pulled a hamstring around third, but who cares? The young lady who won, she can't be more than 6 or 7. She was just getting around those bases, holding off all comers and taking the win, getting her mini bat and going home. What a job, what a performance. Again, Piper dismal last and pulled a hamstring or whatever Peacocks have for hamstrings. Whatever it was, unable to finish the race. A D, probably an incomplete, give Piper an incomplete, but the winner gets a big thumbs up and gets the gold star as the performer of all the mascot races all season. That's my favorite performer right there. She was just going, man. Crossing the goal line, and she had people chasing her. Piper, of course, was not one of them, but she had people chasing her, and she just broke the tape, takes the victory. Matt Elliott, on the other hand, doesn't have a chance to warm up because he has the little kids running around the bases, running on his own plate. So he takes him a little while to get going. He finally gets the ball to Henshaw. And Mason throws it down to second. We're ready to get started at the bottom of the second. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Potters. TJ Oster, Cade Parker, Cole Eaton. TJ hitting 176 out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the United States Air Force Academy, playing at second base for the Potters tonight against Matt Elliott, who gave up 3 walks and 2 hits in the first inning. His first pitch is high. Did have 3 strikeouts, all 3 outs recorded. Eaton, Manzi, and Pearson were all on strikeouts. That one's outside. 88 from Elliott. Matt from South Mountain Community College by way of Capilindo High. 2-0 pitch. Catch the outside corner? No, he did not. 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Snow White is out now, hanging out near the bounce house, which I don't know, that's a great neighborhood for her. For a single girl. Again, she's used to being around little guys, though, so she's probably okay. Ball 4, TJ takes the base on balls. 4th issued by Elliott, and that'll bring up Cade Parker, who got the first issued by Elliott back in the top or the bottom of the first inning. Cade came around to score, hitting at .353 with a home run and 7 runs batted in. Out of Georgia Southern University, Cade steps in. Cole Eaton to follow. Parking lot Potters are out here in force tonight. Always good to see. First pitch is a ball. They prepared a tremendous feast, including potato salad, shrimp, watermelon, all kinds of fruit. Willie loves the fruit, so they always put a lot of fruit in there. Tremendous job by the Parking Lot Potters. That is high. So 6 straight balls here in the bottom of the second inning for the Potters. Two and 0. Go over to first base and easily back in is TJ Oster. Cole Eaton to follow. Potters lead it 2-1. That's a good-looking fastball in there for a strike. 87 from Elliott, and it's 2-1 on Cade. He almost had himself his second home run of the season last night. Caught out right up against the fence in left field. 2-1 coming up. Swing and a miss on that one, 2-2. So it was 2-0, now 2-2 on Cade Parker. Panama City Beach, Florida native. Good lead at first by TJ. Let's see if he's going. No, but they're going out to try to catch him as the throw goes over to Noah Garcia. And TJ is back in. There he goes. The ball is fouled out of play. So we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Day off tomorrow, day off on Monday for the Potters. Then we start that 6 games and 6 night streak. You want to get some tickets, get out here, watch some Pacific Empire League play as the Humboldt Crabs come in for 3. Then the Medford Rogues rekindling that great rivalry. I don't know what Matt Lundgren has planned for his ongoing feud with Dave May. That's hit out in left field and foul. They've gone back and forth the last couple of years when the teams were not in the same league. We used to be in the same league. Then got out of the league. Now we're back in the same league. And I could just, ramp it up here when we're league foes once again. 2-2. Throw over to first base and back in again is TJ. Bluff going, and it's fouled away. There's Logan Bell. Now Logan's moving at his old speed. First time we saw him, he was moving a little slow, but now he's sprinting out there again. Two pitch. Hit on the ground toward shortstop. Flipped to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. That's a nice play at short by Short, who got it, flipped it to Tanner Lee, but no chance for Tanner to get the speedy Cade Parker at first base, so it's a fielder's choice. Cade takes over at first base. Almost got that one through the middle, but Short was there in time. And here's Cole Eaton. See if Parker takes off. Last time he did. Eaton struck out looking in the first, so he is 0 for 1. There he goes. That ball's lined down the left field line over at third baseman's head. It's into the left field corner. Here comes Parker around third. He's going to keep going. They pick it up in left field, but it won't be in time. It's a double for Cole Eaton and an RBI, and the Potters have a 3-1 lead. I don't even know if it would have made a difference that if he wasn't running, because Cade took off, and he was at third by the time the ball was picked up by Cohen. So Eaton delivers the double. Third hit for the Potters. They lead at 3-1, and here's Hudson Brown, who singled the back up the middle and got himself a RBI, his 8th of the summer, back in the first inning. Gardner with a nice leaping try on that one at third base, but it was past him very quickly. Eaton's 13th run batted in. Brown takes an off-speed pitch, and it gets in there for a strike. Thought about it, let it go, and it's called strike one. 0-1. Sean White to follow. Tonight's catcher for the Potters. There's another breaking ball, but that is blocked by Henshaw. 1-1. Sure, Tyler Robertson, good to see a couple of hits, couple of key clutch hits going on for his Potters tonight after last night's blanking. Here's the 1-1 coming up. Another breaking ball that misses outside. 2-1 to Hudson at the University of Kentucky. (3-1) Potters, bottom of the second. 2-1 on the way to Brown. Hits it out in a short left center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Good read by Cole Eaton. He's going to come around third, but he's held. As a good job out in center by Murphy to get there quickly. Eaton made the good read, but still wasn't able to advance past third. But it's another hit for Hudson Brown, his second. 4th for the Potters. They've got runners at first and second. Still just 1 out. And Sean White, who got a base on balls his first time up. Still no activity for the honors team in the pen. Sean out of Niceville, Florida, and Georgia Southern University. He's got Eaton over at third. He's got Brown at first. Sean has a home run this year. He's got 6 runs batted in. Takes a fastball inside. 1 ball and no strikes on Sean White. See, now that one's Elsa right there, right, Riley? Okay, so that, yeah, definitely Elsa. Okay, good. High fly ball left field. Cohen can't really find it. He can't see it. And that ball's going to end up about 30 feet to his left. Here comes one run will score. Here comes the second run. It's Brown. He will score. The throw is going to be a little bit too late. And Brown is across the plate. It's a Sean White seeing eye double, if you will. And the Potters put 2 more up on the board. They leave 5-1. That one was pretty obvious from the beginning that Max could not see that one at all. Probably when he held his arms out to the side and said, I can't see it. That was my first guess. Ball about 30 feet to his right down the left field line. And here's Will Lindbergh, who doubled down the first base line his first time up. Potters now lead at 5-1. White, RBIs number 7 and 8. And here's a pitch to Will. He takes it high with a fastball. 1-0. Shows bunt, butts it down the third base line, but it's foul. Trying to catch Gardner napping over there. It'll be 1-1 on Will Lindbergh. Will's from Gold River, California, Cal State Northridge. 2 for 8 coming in. Had a double back in the first inning. Picked up an RBI as well. He's got one potential RBI out at second base in the person of Sean White. 1-1 pitch coming up. in the dirt. Good block by Henshaw. Keeps the runner at second base, but moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Saturday night, Medford Rogues in town. That'll be a fireworks game, so it'll start at 6:05. So an old rival and a fireworks game should be a great combination. Get your tickets, LincolnPotters.com, and get them nice and early, like right now. Like go over there now. 2-1 pitch. Ball 3, it got through. I think it hit the umpire and going to third base. Very opportunistic for Sean White. So it's a pass ball. White goes to third base. It's 3-1 on Will Lindbergh. Trip Garish on deck. Potters still just 1 out here in the inning. Have a walk, 3 hits, and a fielder's choice. That's ball 4. That's 5 walks issued by Elliott, and first and third brings up Trip Garish. Trip got a base on balls himself his first time up. So White at third, Lindbergh at first. Let's see if Will takes off. As Garish steps in, left-handed hitter out of Belmont, California. 5 for 15 on the season. First one's low and inside. He's going to get hit by, well, he thinks he's hit by the pitch. The umpire says, I think the umpire is saying, no, you're not. And Tripp's saying, well, I better go get my bat then because I thought I was hit by a pitch. Luke Mancy says, I'll bat if nobody wants to bat. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll be up. Yeah, it's cool. So Tripp evidently felt he'd been, and he's in the Air Force Academy. So if he says he was hit, I say salute him and go down to first base. It's a new rule. 1-0. Runner goes, they're not even going to make a throw, and that pitch is outside. So second and third, 1 out. Elliott goes back to the windup as activity begins. Fastball, good pitch outside corner, 2-1. Loosening up a right-hander down in the bullpen for the honor squad, but just getting started. 2-1 on Tripp. Ground ball to the right of first baseman, into right field, a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one. The throw to the plate is going to be too late. It's a 2-run single for Trip Garish, and the Potters lead at 7-1. Five runs in the inning, 4 hits. And here's Luke Mancy. So last night it was the honors team that had 1 in the first and 3 in the second. Tonight the Potters with 2 in the first and now 5 in the second. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound with the catcher, Henshaw, going out to talk to Elliott. That one not hit as hard as some other ones Tripp has hit, but it was perfectly placed to the right of Garcia. And into right field, picked up by Bocasile. His throw to the plate just a little bit too late. Looks like Justin Iglesias loosening up out of University of the Pacific in the bullpen for the Bercovich honors team, who won last night 5-0. Potters brought some different bats tonight, and they lead 7-1 here in the second inning. Mancy takes a ball. Luke struck out his first time up, so he is 0 for 1 in this one. That one gets away, going down to second base. Trip Garish. Luke at 278 on the season out of University of New Mexico. Playing over at third base for Tyler Robertson tonight. Played second, he's played short as well. Takes a fastball and ball 3. Five walks issued by Elliott so far. make that 6, as going down to first base is Luke Mancy, and the 9th batter of the inning will be Karsten Pearson. Bases are loaded at Potters. Karsten struck out his first time up, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound. May have a pitching change. We'll take a short break. Potters, bases loaded. They lead this one 7-1.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
No pitching change for Bercovich Honors just yet. Matt Elliott stays out there, and Karsten Pearson comes up to the plate out of Dublin, California, University of Washington. 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout in the first inning. He is the 9th batter to hit in this second inning. Pops it up. I think that'll get out of play. And it does. So bases are not low. Just first and second for the Potters. Just Garish and Mancy. Everybody else has already scored on the inning. Oh, 0-1 on Karsten. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Matt Elliott. Sails that one in a little bit too high, evens the count at 1-1. Inning started with T.J. Oster getting a base on balls. Fielder's choice from Parker, and then things started going for the Potters. 3 hits in a row, a double, a single, and a double. A walk, another single, and another walk. And they lead at 7-1. Outside. The great Ray Garcia mingling with the crowd down there behind home plate where the fancy seats are. That's where he hangs out. There's all the donors to all of his campaigns and everything. High, ball 3 to Karsten. T.J. Oster on deck. Great crowd out here tonight for Disney night. Elsa, Alice, Tinkerbell, and Snow White. That's pretty good. 3-1 pitch, ball 4. Now the bases are loaded. And now we're going to get a pitching change. And we'll be back with the identity of that new pitcher right after this. Bottom of the second, Potters up big.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar.
Still bottom of the second here. Bases loaded for the Potters. Justin Iglesias is the new pitcher. The right-hander out of Bishop O'Dowd High School, University of the Pacific, comes into a tough situation as he does have the bases loaded. It is Garish, Mancy, and Pearson, respectively, and T.J. Oster, who started the inning off with a walk at the plate out of Phoenix, Arizona, and United States Air Force Academy against Iglesias. A little bit of confusion here. We're trying to get everybody on the same page logistically. Fastball is inside. 1-0. We have a fan here that's yelling at the umpire because of all the balls he's calling, and according to all the technology we have, they're all balls. There's a fastball. It's outside, 2-0. But he said, come on, Blue, the batter's short. And I liked that one. That was a good one. It had nothing to do with the ball being inside, but the batter is short. And TJ's not a tall gentleman. Swings and misses at that one. Let's take a look at that. TJ is 5'9". So, yeah, okay. I mean, there's a factual basis to that. No, Riley, you are not taller than 5'9". Riley, the engineer, you are not 5'10". 2-1 swung on and missed, so it's 2-2. Maybe you are. I would dare say 5'10", 132. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, you got to get down to Fat Cat, dude, and tell Bill, chili cheese dogs, man. Check swing. Did he go? I don't think so. No, he did not. So it's a full count. Yeah, you got to talk to Bill. Tell him our idea that he needs to add chili cheese. He needs to do chili cheese dogs down there. Overhead might be increased, but the profits will be astronomical. Fouled off by TJ. I am not really good at owning businesses or anything, but I think this is just a bona fide good idea. Just branch out a little bit. You've already got the dogs there. You've already got all that stuff. You got very high quality accoutrements. Check swing. But all you got to do is, you already got there's chili cheese with the nachos at some other stand. Go over and get some chili from them. Get the cheese and just kind of improvise, man. It's a bonanza. Fouled off again by TJ, so he and Iglesias are locked in a battle here with the bases loaded. One out here in the second. Potters have scored 5 times. They lead 7-1. Final tune-up game before Pacific Empire League play starts on Tuesday. Here's the 3-2 once again from Iglesias. High ball 4. A great job by TJ. Gets himself the base on balls. Gives himself an RBI. Potters have scored 6 times in the inning now as Trip Garish comes across the plate. Moves Mancy to third. Pearson to second. And we go to the top of the order with Cade Parker, who has walked and hit into a fielder's choice. Potters now on top 8-1. And this will be the 11th batter of the inning. It's in the dirt, gets by. Here comes the runner in from third base. The throw is going to be too late. A wild pitch allows Mancy to score, and it's 9-1. Everybody else moves up 1. Which means Oster now at second and Karsten Pearson over at third. And 1 ball and no strikes on Cade Parker. 353 for Cade coming in, a home run and 7 runs batted in. He's got a couple of potentials out there. Takes something off that one, but misses. 2-0. Good repartee in the crowd. Swing and a miss. Our friend said, umpire, nobody wants to see a bunch of walks, and some fans said, I do. So got the crowd, got the press box going. It made the interns laugh, and you can't do that. They have no sense of humor, so that's pretty good. Popped up out of play. Actually in play, maybe. What a great job by the catcher, Henshaw. That looked like it was out of play. The pitcher ran off the mound, and Henshaw looked up when I don't know where it is, found it and caught it. So good play by Mason Henshaw behind the plate as Parker's retired for the second out of the inning, and here's Cole Eaton. He had an RBI double earlier in the inning. He struck out in the first, so Cole is 1 for 2 in this one, batting at .333 with 13 runs batted in. And he has runners at second and third. Fouled back to the screen by Eaton, off Iglesias. Right about 86 miles an hour from Justin. Again, out of the University of the Pacific. 6'4", 200 pounds. Swing and miss. Ball rolls out in front of the plate, so possibly fouled off. 0-2 on Cole Eaton. Near capacity crowd out here. So it's Disney night. I always get the fans. It's a Saturday night. It's good weather. Hang out. Watch a little baseball. Potters are up big. Swing and a miss. Got him on strike. So the Potters put 7 up on the board in the second. We go to the top of the third. Potters lead this one 9-1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of the third inning, Potters lead 9-1. What a job down there. The special occasion, no axe throwing today. It's sing-along to Disney songs. I think we have 2 sisters, maybe 5 years old, Riley the engineer, maybe. And the thing is that Willie plays a song and they have to sing the rest of it, and they just killed it on the first song. I don't know what song that is, but they did. They were singing it beautifully. Trying another one. Another winner. Okay, we don't want to start the game where there's kids standing over there, okay, ump? Kind of hold off on the batter. I know Mason wants to bat, but we are doing a sing-along right now. Jeez. Like he's never seen a Disney sing-along before. What's our song? Oh, it's Hakuna Matata. I know this one. Let's see if they do. She mumbled it, so that means she doesn't know and she was just trying to fake it. I applaud of that. Good job, good job, good job all. Lauren doing the mic skills down there. Piper in there. Tinkerbell just kind of being Tinkerbellish, not really adding anything to it. Jackson Halverson back out on the mound for the Potters for his third inning of work. He will face Mason Henshaw, then the top of the order, Cameron Murphy and Tanner Lee. And we are ready to go here after the singing contest is concluded. Fastball is outside for a ball, 1-0. Popped up by Henshaw. That's going to get out of play. One and one on Mason Henshaw from Chabot College. Takes the fastball outside. Howerson at 86 misses with that one, so makes it 2-1. Cameron Murphy, top of the order on deck. Potters with 2 in the first, 7 in the second. There's a hard hit line drive into center field. Henshaw's got himself a base hit. Third hit of the game for the Honors team, and that will bring up the top of the order Cameron Murphy, who got the first hit of the game and scored back in the first inning. Murphy out of Chabot College as well. Bercovich team with 8 hits last night, so they can swing the bats. Potters with a pretty good lead right now, but it's really early, just the top of the third inning. Murphy swings and misses at a breaking ball, gets away, and it looks like Henshaw thought it might have been a foul ball, then when he didn't go right away, decided to stick at first base, and so he is still there with an 0-1 count on the hitter, Cameron Murphy. Cameron out in center field for Honors today. It was Cole Jones last night, who did a great job patrolling center field. Breaking ball misses inside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Alverson with his 4th appearance of the season. 13 2/3 innings. He's 2-0. Another breaking ball just a little bit too high. 2-1. Henshaw with a decent lead over at first base. Swing and a miss on a good fastball from Halverson. That one clocked at 88 miles an hour and looked a little bit quicker. So he's back in the count at 2-2. Potters 14-2 on the season. This will be the final preseason game. That's in the dirt. Do have some out-of-league games after league play gets started. A couple mixed in right around the 4th of July. But for the most part, the rest of the home schedule, which I think is 23 games, 24 games perhaps, is mostly league play. 3-2 pitch, fouled off, stays 3-2. So every night the Potters are out here. It's going to be a great matchup, going to be a great game with high-quality Division I and Division II college players. So come on out to McBean Stadium and enjoy a night of baseball. 3-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? I don't think he did. Ball 4. First walk issued by Halverson. 2 on and nobody out here as Henshaw moved down to second base, and that'll bring up Tanner Lee, who struck out his first time. 0 for 2 in the 2-game series is Tanner Lee. He's playing in the second base for the Honors today. Chops that one down the third baseline. It is a foul ball. Luke Mancy all over it. It would have been a tough play as the run from second. Henshaw was already at third, and Lee scooting down the line to first. So a foul ball. 0-1 on Lee, who's going to take his time coming back to home plate. Going to catch his breath. So many cool Potter shirts you see on fans coming up the stairs here. There's another one. I just got to go down and make myself known to the merchandise people. Say, hey, don't you know who I am? Breaking ball swung on a miss, and they said yes, and that's why you're getting those shirts. And I would have to say, okay, point taken, well done. Well played, madam or sir. 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him on a breaking ball. Second time Lee is down on strikes, and that'll bring up Noah Garcia. Garcia flied to center field. Actually, he lined out to center field back in the first inning. Was 2 for 4 last night out of Laverne University. It's a ground ball into right field for a base hit. Picked up in right by Pearson. He's going to gun it to the plate. It'll be cut off and the runner will hold. So another base hit for Garcia. This one loads the bases with just 1 out and brings up Jake Cross, who singled to left his first time up and picked up an RBI. Jake out of Cal Poly, from Alameda, out of Cal Poly University, comes up here now with a chance to kind of make this a little more serious here as the Potters lead at 9-1, but with the bases loaded, just 1 out. Breaking ball's popped up to right field Pearson's underneath it. He's coming toward home plate, makes the catch, and nobody's tagging as the throw comes through from Carson Pearson. So a good pitch right there by Halverson to get crossed to fly out to right field. 2 outs, and Zach Gardner will be the hitter. Zach lined out to center field his first time back in the first inning. So he is 0 for 1. He hails from Cal Lutheran out of Castro Valley, California. Wearing number 12 for the honors team with little yellow jerseys and red numbers, that kind of red-yellow thing. You know, not black and yellow, red and yellow. Fastball's outside. John White behind the plate for the Potters in this one. He was the DH last night. 1-0 now on Gardner. Luca Bocasile is on deck. Look out for the breaking ball inside, 2-0. So Gardner immediately gets up in the count. Two-0 pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch from Parker, or Jackson. I always want to call him Parker. Parker Halverson sounds like a good name too. If he has a brother, it should be Parker Halverson. And I know his dad's here. I'll have to speak to him about that. Chopper down to third, handled by Mancy. He's going to go ahead and go across the diamond to first base and get him by a step. Nice play over there by Hudson Brown to make the snag at first base. So Potters get out of it. No runs for the honors team. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Potters still on top, 9-1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the third from McBean Stadium. Potters up 9-1. Justin Iglesias on the mound for Bercovich. He came on and did a good job of quelling the rally after the Potters have scored 7 in the second inning. Got a pop-up from Cade Parker. Got a strikeout of Cole Eaton. So he will face Hudson Brown, Sean White, and Will Lindbergh here. 3, 4, and 5 for the Potters in the third. As Lincoln scored 2 in the first and then 7 in that second inning on the basis of 4 hits. Matt Elliott was the first pitcher for Bercovich Honors and actually fell prey to 7 walks, actually littered the bases for Matt. So Iglesias has come on. And he will face Hudson Brown, who has 2 singles already. And we are in the bottom of the third inning. He singled in a run in the first and then singled and scored. He scored actually twice. So Hudson is 2 for 2. Bringing the average up to 316 for Hudson out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, and he watches that one outside. University of Kentucky. Again, Kentucky with the walk-off point at the College World Series today. Nolan McCarthy, Potters legend, with a 2-run home run in that game. Outside again from Iglesias, 2-0. Always like seeing Potters do well, and this is on the biggest stage, the biggest college stage you can get. So great job, Nolan. And great job to the Wildcats for pulling that one out in extra innings. 3-0 quickly on Hudson Brown. Just misses outside, ball 4. So Brown goes down to first base. He's been on base all 3 times. That's the 8th walk issued by Bercovich pitchers, and it'll bring up Sean White, who has walked and doubled. His double was a fly ball to left field that Max Cohen couldn't find in the sun, and 2 runs scored. Latest intern rankings have Lauren at number 1 now. Carson has fallen down to number 2. John, number 3. Elena, and then Jason as top 5 for the intern rankings, if you're tuning in for those. Those have a lot of movement in those, Riley, over the past couple of days. A lot of people doing amazing things. Carson put together some printout of something that was pretty impressive. Lauren has just been doing a tremendous job, as has John on the microphone in the field during the games. The event coordinators, if you will. 1-0 from Iglesias. Showing bunt, pulling it back. It's a ball, 2-0. Will Lindbergh, who's the DH tonight, hitting the number 5 spot on deck to follow Sean White. Sean now with 8 runs batted in on the season. Does have a home run. It shows bunt, pulls it back again. That was a strike, and it gets away. It's a pass ball going down to second base is Brown. So he showed bunt, pulled the bat away. The ball was right over the plate and lost by Hanshaw behind the plate. Went over toward the on-deck circle, and ambling down to second was Hudson Brown. So Brown leading off at second. White takes a ball, 3-1. Sean from Georgia Southern University. Hitters count here 3 balls and 1 strike. Left field fence looking pretty nice. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Well, he's going to go to the right field fence instead. And it's still going. It's still going. It's off the wall. White's going to get to second. I think they're going to hold Brown at third base as he had to wait. He thought the ball was going to be caught by Bocasile out and right, and that one just kept going. Sean White, maybe if he hits it to left, it goes out. Maybe not. I'm not saying that, but a big blast to right field. His second double of the day. Brown is at third, and here's Will Lindbergh, who has doubled and walked. He scored once. He's driven one in. Left-handed hitter from Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. 7th hit for the Potters. They had 4 in the whole game last night. And that one was hit and just kept going. We were hoping maybe it had enough to get out of here, but not quite. Lindbergh hits one. Squibber back to second base. That'll score a run. Picked up and to first by Lee, and he gets him by a step over at first base. But it's an RBI for Will, his second of the day. Brown scores. Moving to third is White. Potters put another one up on the board, and they lead at 10-1 now. Here's Tripp Garish, who was walked and singled. Tripp is 1 for 1, has 2 runs batted in, and he's got one 90 feet away in the person of Sean White. High fastball. 1-0. Luke Mancy on deck. Left-hand hitting Tripp Garish against the right-hander Justin Iglesias, the second pitcher for Bercovich. Sails that one in there just a little bit too high. So it's 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. I don't know if the Disney princesses are familiar with baseball, but if they are, they have to be pretty impressed by the Potters tonight. 10 runs already in the bottom of the third inning. Bouncing back from last night's shutout loss to put double digits up on the board already. You know, I'm sure Elsa understands how good that is. That's a good-looking pitch, but it misses. 3-1. Here's our guy. Three and 1. Takes a strike, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Tripp out of Belmont, California. Takes high, ball 4. Ninth walk issued by Bercovich pitchers, puts runners at first and third now with one out, and brings Luke Mancy to the plate. He has walked, he has struck out, so he is 0 for 1. At the University of New Mexico, Mr. Luke Mancy. Potters' third baseman tonight. And the dirt gets away, going to second. Holding at third is White, but going to second is Trip Garish. So second and third and one out. And Mancy with a 1-ball, no strike count. Left-hand hitter settles in. Facing Iglesias is, looks like that's number 50, Bryce Berry, getting up to throw in the bullpen, and he will be not easy to miss as he is 6'8". In the dirt again, blocked this time by Hanshaw. So it's 2-0. Mancy with a 2-ball, no strike count here. One out, bottom of the third. One run in already for the Potters in the third inning. Mancy hits a high fly ball center field. Murphy is trying to fight the sun. He's got it in deep center. Everybody's going to tag. The throw will come into third base. Safe at third, and the run crosses the plate. It's a sacrifice fly. White scores. Garish ends up at third. Mancy gets himself an RBI, and the Potters lead 11-1. Well hit ball by Luke Mancy. Nothing really that Murphy could do in center. He went for the backup runner. Made a close play at third base on Trip Garish, but Tripp's in there safely, and here's Carson Pearson. He is struck out and walked in this one, the left-handed hitter out of Dublin, California, and the University of Washington. It's that one foul down the left field line, grassy knoll area, actually a little bit left of the grassy knoll, over into the park proper, McBean Park. A very large area here in Lincoln, California. Lovely Lincoln, California, I must say. 0-1 on Pearson. That one's fouled the left side as well. That one not as far over there, so let's see. It got, over by the grassy knoll area. Picked up by a lucky fan out there. Whenever I see a fan carrying 2 drinks, one in each hand, I always think fondly of Riley, the engineer, whose philosophy is if you're a good fan and you go to get something, you come back with something in each hand. And I can find no fault with that. I've gone over it and over it. And I'm looking at it from all different angles. I put it up on a whiteboard. I got like different colored markers. And I can't. It's genius. It's absolute genius. 1-2. Ball 2, 2-2 to Pearson. I think this band's so good. The second one they brought, she took it all the way over to another section, handed it to somebody, and came back to her own seat with her beer. That's amazing. That's fan of the century. Got a ball that's loose on the field, or else they're pointing at the fan who got the beers. I thought they might be signaling her out. Even the umpire, hey, that's a good fan right there. But no, there was a ball loose on the field. Probably from Bryce Berry down there. Although there is activity and also in the Potters bullpen now. As Halverson's only gone 3 innings, but yeah, done a lot of sitting around in this one, having to go back out and get warm again. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Potters scored twice in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 11-1. Top of the fourth inning from McBean Stadium. Potters with the big lead, 11-1. 2 runs in the first, 7 in the second, 2 in the third to support right-hander Jackson Halverson, who's gone through 3 innings, given up 4 hits and 1 run. He has walked 1. He has struck out 3. And he will face Luca Bocasile, Max Cohen, and Jackson Short. 6, 7, and 8 here in the top of the fourth. As for the second night in a row, the sun is almost completely gone here early in the game. Not early enough for the outfielder Max Cohen, who lost the ball in the sun a couple innings ago, but for everybody else. So Bocasile will be the first hitter. He grounded hard ground ball down to first base that Hudson Brown handled back in inning number 2, and he is your Dueling Dogs batter. Left-handed hitter out of Chabot College, swings and fouls that one off from Halverson. 1/3 of the way to half off of Dueling Dogs products. And I think the fans could use a pick-me-up on a beer special here tonight. It's Disney night. You don't look for a beer special on Disney night, but still, you can still use one. I mean, you can coexist with Tinkerbell and half-off Dueling Dogs. They can coexist. Here's the 1-1. Line drive right field and hit well. And that is out of here. Bocasile did not take kindly to being the Dueling Dogs batter, and he hits a home run over the right field fence. And I think that should work the same way. I think it should be half-off Dueling Dogs anyway. That's just me. I'm just looking for half-off Dueling Dogs. So Bocasile hit the ball hard. This time he got it a little bit higher than he did the first time up. And it gets over the right field fence, goes 350 feet, 105 miles an hour off the bat. So that one had a little bit of zing on it. And with 1 run in, here's Max Cohen, who struck out his first time. Swings and misses at that one, an off-speed pitch, 0-1. 5th hit of the game for Bercovich, who had 8 in the game last night. And they've had, we said early, a couple of hard line drives in this one back in the first, and then the hard grounder from Bocasile in the second. So they've been barreling up a lot of pitches here, even though they trail 11-2 after that home run. That one misses outside from Halverson. 1-1. I think it might have been Micah Marquez throwing things around in the bullpen, but we're not sure. Swinging a miss high fastball from Max Cohen. Max out of Monterey Peninsula College. Call it MPC in the trades. Takes that one just down low. 2-2. Jackson Short, the shortstop, on deck. Then Mason Henshaw. 2-2 pitch breaking ball misses down low, 3-2. Halverson delivers 3-2. That is called strike 3 inside corner. So Willie just missed the Dueling Dogs batter by 1 batter. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It can happen to anybody, okay? 1 out, and Jackson Short, who grounded his second his first time up, the shortstop, out of Occidental College, left-handed hitter against Halverson. 1 for 3 last night. Swings and misses, actually fouls that one away at the plate. 0-1. Now, Riley, when I see a guy just carrying 1 beer up the stairs, I'm inclined to point at him. Bad fan. Bad consumer fan. Again, unless he's here by himself, in which case he should have asked somebody around him if they wanted anything. But still, I'll give him a break if that's the case. Swinging a miss again by Short. Let's see if our offender, I can't tell. Again, you've worked my sensibilities, Riley the engineer, with your unique look at life. Inside 1 and 2. You hate Disney. You have good fan philosophy, I'll give you that. Well, you hate Disney because of the movies, the Star Wars movies. In the dirt again, 2 and 2 goes all the way back to the backstop. So you're a complicated man and no one understands you. I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to understand you. Talking to you is bad enough. 2-2. Popped up left side. Everybody going after it down the third base line. And over there, the shortstop. That's a fine play by the shortstop, Cade Parker, who went out there. And I don't think that the left fielder Garish would have got there in time. Going straight back from third base was Mancy. But Parker had the angle and just made an excellent running catch in left field. So 2 outs, and that'll bring Mason Hanshaw to the plate. Mason singled his first time up, right back up the middle, so he is 1 for 1. He was 0 for 1 last night with a sacrifice bunt. He is from Chabot College, from Monte Vista High School, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. Breaking ball is hit high up in the air to left field. Garish is going to go toward the line. He's got a beat on it, reaches up and makes the catch. So 1 run on the Bocasile home run, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Potters on top 11-2.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Potters on top 11-2. The new pitcher is Bryce Berry, the 6'8" right-hander out of Delta College. He will face TJ Oster, Cade Parker, and Cole Eaton. Iglesias went an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Fastball is high for a ball, 87 for Bryce Berry, or as Riley the engineer was calling him, Bryberry. Then he just changed it. Although Bryberry is an excellent flavor. That is out of play. So Elliott started, then Iglesias, now Berry here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Oster with 2 walks today. Takes a breaking ball now. It was a beautiful looking pitch in there for a strike. TJ got a base on balls in the second inning, and then again in the second inning, and got an RBI on his second walk. 1-2. Misses outside, 2-2. Catcher Henshaw set up way outside for that one. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes on TJ out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the United States Air Force Academy, respectively. Fouled off. Spoils that one, and we'll go again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cade Parker to follow here in the bottom of the fourth inning from McBean Stadium in the lovely Lincoln, California. A little breezy out here. Sun not even really a factor anymore on the field. 2-2 pitch is outside. 3-2. Disney princesses walking around. Tinkerbell, Elsa, Allison. Allison, one of them is not a princess, and of course Snow White. So 3 princesses and a personality. Fouled out of play again down the right field line. giving chase and right field was Bocasile, who was probably just energized because he had a home run. So he's like, I'm going to chase that. But it was fouled down the line. So we'll do it again at 3-2. So 3 princesses and a personality, and the fans are eating it up out there, moving from the concourse into the fan area, into the crowd right out here behind home plate, and moving all around. We got the bounce house rocking, the regular bounce house, and the new improved obstacle course bounce house, which is very, very popular with all ages. There's a grounder out to second base. Lee's going to have it. He's going to have to hurry to get it to first, and he does, just by a half a step of the speedy TJ Oster. So Lee throws it to Garcia for the first out, and that'll bring up Cade Parker, who's walked, hit it to a fielder's choice, and popped out to the catcher. On a good play by Henshaw on a pop-up that he didn't even know was still in the field of play, and confess it, neither did I. And Henshaw got up, turned around, looked around, and all of a sudden, hey, there it is, and made the play. So here's Cade. Raking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 from the right-hander Bryce Berry, 6'8", 220 out of Granada High School and Delta College. Chopper down to third base, handled by Gardner. He throws it across the diamond and gets him by a step at first base. So 2 quick outs here for the Potters in the fourth. And Cole Eaton, who has struck out twice and had an RBI double, will step up to the plate. Cole 1 for 3 in this one. Struck out in the first and the second. And in between those 2 at-bats in the second, he had an RBI double. That's his 13th run batted in of the summer season. He comes to us from Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Tennessee. Check swing. Did he go? Nah. Everybody agrees, nah. So 1-0 on Cole. Outfield pretty much straight away, kind of shallow and left. Fastball on the corner for a strike. Max Cohen in left, pretty shallow and way off the line as well. That's in the dirt, 2-1. Thought I heard a child in distress. Of course, I'm attuned to that. I have to check it out and see what happened. I thought something might have happened to one of the Disney stars. You know, thought Elsa might be in trouble or something. Dropped that foul, so it's back to the screen, 2-2 now. Hudson Brown on deck, the number 3 hitter for the Potters in this one. They lead at 11-2 after losing last night 5-0 to this same Bercovich ball club. Fastball just misses outside. A couple of the Bercovich infielders thought maybe we had it there, but all my technology indicates that it was indeed a ball. So it's 3-2. Fouled out of play. Willie Preston just gave an announcement about kettle corn and caramel corn, and now we've got some fans coming up. He has a lot of power, Willie Preston. He makes a suggestion. I think it's just like subliminal, though. People are thinking about it already, then he says it, and it like wakes up their brain or something. Oh, yeah, I want kettle corn. 3-2 pitch hit sharply to the left to second base. What a play by Tanner Lee. Throws to first and gets him. That's an excellent play by the second baseman, Tanner Lee, and Eaton is robbed of a base hit. Let's go to the fifth. Potters on top, 11-2.
I'm Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders. and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Moving along into the top of the fifth inning here from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low with you, along with Riley the Engineer. It'll be the top of the order. Cameron Murphy, Tanner Lee, and Noah Garcia against Jackson Halverson. And yes, it is the top of the fifth, so the first batter in the fifth inning. It's called the Farmer's fifth inning. If it's retired, the batter is retired in any manner, way, shape, or form, then Farmers Brewing Company will offer half price on all their products for the remainder of the inning, right? Riley the Engineer, which means we start with the first batter all the way through the top and the bottom of the inning. So, I mean, hello. But we got a tough one. Cameron Murphy singled in the first and walked in the third, so he has not been retired as of yet. The center fielder out of Chabot College steps in against Jackson Halverson, who's gone 4 innings, given up 5 hits and 2 runs. So Farmers Brewing Company offering half off the products if they can get Mr. Cameron Murphy out here. And he takes the first pitch low for a ball. 1-0. I think he recognizes the power that he has, so he's going to bear down even more. I mean, the Dueling Dogs hitter already hit a home run in this game. That's fouled out of place. So we got a lot of things going haywire. 1-1 now on Murphy. Tanner Lee, who made that tremendous defensive play to end the bottom of the fourth, is on deck. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-1. I think we need more cowbells if we're going to get this batter out, fans. I'm looking out for you guys. 3-1. Murphy ahead in the count. Singled to open the game back in the first, scored a run, and then walked in the third. Swing and a miss. All fouled at the plate, so it's 3-2. Halverson came through with an 87-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle to put the fans back into this batter. Willie's trying his best to get everybody excited about it. And they just, well, what does it mean? It means that you get half off Farmers Brewing Company. Oh, man. That's a chopper up the middle. It's going to be tough for the second baseman. TJ over to first. He got him by a step. And, oh, hallelujah, rejoice. Half off Farmers Brewing Company for the remainder of the inning. I feel like I worked really hard for that, Riley the Engineer. I don't know if there was a payoff there for me. Good play by TJ out at second base, ranging far to his right and throwing out the speedy Murphy at first base, and that'll bring up Tanner Lee, who struck out twice in this one. But we're going to have Caden Wild bat for Tanner Lee. So Caden Wild will be the hitter. I think he was behind the plate yesterday. He takes that one inside. Yeah, Caden was 1 for 4 with an RBI. He was the catcher yesterday. So he's got a 1-ball, no strike count. Now he has a 2-ball, no strike count. Comes to us from Cedarville University. Noah Garcia is on deck. And more kettle corn. Willie is selling that stuff like crazy. Line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball inside the line. Going after it is Pearson, but going to second is Wild. He's thinking of third, but he stops at second base as the ball comes in. So it's a pinch double for Caden Wild. 6th hit for the Bercovich Honors team, and with the runner at second base and 1 out, it'll bring up Noah Garcia, who's flied to center and singled in this one. Noah 2 for 4 yesterday, so 3 for 6 on the series. Lined out to center in the first and then singled in the third into right field. Halverson's pitch is low and inside. Nice job by Sean White to backhand that one, keep it from going back to the backstop. Jake Cross on deck. That's golf foul back against the screen, so it's 1-1 on Garcia out of Laverne University, University of Laverne. believe they're the Leopards, which I totally am down with the Laverne Leopards. Just fantastic. I went low and inside again, 2-1. Two balls, one strike to Garcia. Wild with the pinch hit double is out at second base. 2-1 pitch inside, 3-1. Potters with some more activity in their bullpen. Get some identities and see who's throwing down there. Chopper out to second. TJ's going to backhand that one. Another good play to first for the out. Good play again by TJ Oster. Moving to third is Wild, but retired is Garcia. And a ball that could have easily gone up the middle, but TJ goes to his right again, backhands it, throws to first. 2 outs, and Jake Cross, who singled in a run in the first inning, then flied to right in the third. With the bases loaded for the Honors. Jake takes a ball and a breaking pitch out of Cal Poly University. Russell Pettis is warming up for the Potters. We're in number 11 out of Cal State San Marcos. With a 2-0 count now on Cross and Zach Gardner to follow. Wild down from third. In the dirt again, backhanded by White, 3-0. Halverson has only issued 1 walk in this game. He's given up 6 hits, but only 1 walk and 2 runs. He hasn't gone past 5 innings in his first 2 starts. He was 5 last time. He was 3 2/3. There's a little liner out to second. TJ's not going to be able to get that one. It's a base hit. And Cross has his second RBI of the game. And it's 11-3 in favor of the Potters. Wild scores. Hit number 7 for the Bercovich Honors team. And with the score 11-3, Zach Gardner will come to the plate. He lined out to center in the first and grounded out to third in the third. So Zach is 0 for 2. Comes to us from Cal Lutheran. So Cross 2 for 3 now with 2 runs batted in. Bocasile's home run, the other run. Breaking ball in there for a strike from Jackson Halverson. (11-3) now in favor of the Potters. Short lead at first by Cross, and I mean really short. Another breaking ball, and that one's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball right down the middle. We had him looking breaking ball, and the 87 miles looked a little bit quicker. So it's 1-2 on Zach Gardner. Breaking ball swung on and missed. So strikeout ends the 5th inning. One run scores for Bercovich. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Potters 11, the Honors team 3.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Bryce Berry still on the mound in the bottom of the 5th. He came on in the 4th inning, went 1-2-3 for the Potters. The big 6'8 right-hander will face Hudson Brown, Sean White, and Will Lindbergh, 3, 4, and 5 for the Potters as they take an 11-3 lead into the bottom of the third inning. Bercovich, though, with some power in the bats, they've got 7 hits over the first 5 innings and 3 runs. So Potters need to keep extending if possible. Plus, we have league play coming up on Tuesday, as Willie Preston just reminded the crowd. The games get bigger as the PEL season starts. Humboldt Crabs, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Medford Rogues, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get your tickets. Get all the information, LincolnPotters.com. In the dirt for a ball. We want you out here at McBean Stadium. If you can't be out here, then watch us on YouTube, Lincoln Potters Baseball, Stones Radio Networks. Glad to bring it to you. You're at the game and you've been watching, come on up and say hey. Unless you don't like us, then don't come up and say hey. I think that's, we're okay with that, aren't we, Riley? Yeah, if they don't like us, fair enough. 2-0 quickly on Hudson Brown. He has a couple of base hits and a walk in this one. Takes that one for a ball. 3-0 on Hudson. That one is in there for a called strike on the inside corner from Berry. So 6'8", Bryce Berry. Throwing to 6'5", Hudson Brown. Inside, ball 4. So Brown is on for the 4th time today. 2 hits and 2 walks, and that will bring up Sean White, who has walked in the first, then a 2-run double in the second, and a double and a run scored in the third. So Sean is 2 for 2. Hitting at .333 on the season with a home run and 8 runs batted in. And almost made it 9 as he had a drive to right center field his last time up. It went up against the fence. Ended up at second base, which is what we call a double in the business. That's hit high into left center field. Giving chase is Murphy. Still giving chase. Reaches up and can't make the play. It is down in left field. Coming around third is Brown. He's going to score easily, and Sean White's going to have himself a triple. He is 3 for 3 and now has driven in 3 runs, and the Potters put 1 more up on the board. Hit number 8 for the Potters, and that's the last 2 times that Sean's up. He's hit it right center and left center about as hard as you can hit it. Murphy with a tremendous try out there in left center to try to backhand that one. Could not get there. And that'll bring up Will Lindbergh. Potters now up top 12-3, and Will takes high and outside for a ball. So White, 2 doubles and a triple, 3 runs batted in, 2 runs scored up till now. Outside again to Will. Will has an RBI double in the first inning, walked and scored in the second, an RBI ground out in the third inning. So he is 1 for 2 with 2 runs batted in, 1 run scored. He takes that one inside, gets away, but not moving as Sean White. 3 balls and no strikes on Lindbergh. Will takes a fastball right down the middle. 84 from Bryce Berry. And the left-hander from Gold River settles in again. More activity in the Potters bullpen. That is ball 4. Second walk of the inning. I believe the 10th walk issued by Bercovich pitchers in this game. And first and third, still nobody out here in the 5th. And Trip Garish coming to the plate. He's walked twice and singled in 2 runs. Make that 11 walks issued by Bercovich in this one. And Tripp's up here with nobody out and 2 on. 1 in already for the Potters in the 5th. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Tripp out of Belmont, California, United States Air Force Academy. That one gets away from Berry outside, like down behind the plate by Caden Wild, who's moved into the catching spot. Caden batted for Tanner Lee, so we'll have a new second baseman. We'll have to check out the second baseman, see who the new second baseman is. That's in the dirt. There goes the runner. The throw's going to go down to second base, and it is too late. Nice try by the shortstop Jackson Short to make a little swipe tag, but in there is Will Lindbergh. Tripp pops that one up left side. It's going to get out of play. That is high for a ball. Three and two now on Tripp Garish. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. The first out of the inning is a strikeout of Garish. That will bring up Luke Mancy. It's like Thomas Wilson has taken over at second base. Wild is now behind the plate. So Mancy is struck out, walked, and hit a sacrifice fly. Takes a high fastball. One and 0 on Luke. 286 coming in today. Takes that one high and inside, so it's 2-0. No activity for Bercovich in their bullpen. Potters again, actually it's quiet now. They've been warming up a couple of different players. 2-0 coming up to Mancy out of the University of New Mexico. High and inside again, 3-0. Carson Pearson will follow. Ball 4. So, bases loaded for the Potters. Wide at third, Lindbergh at second, and Mancy over at first. And here's Pearson, who struck out twice and walked out of Dublin, California. Dozen walks for Bercovich in this one. That's right down the middle for a strike. 88 from Bryce Berry. Let one loose there, did the big right-hander, and he's ahead in the count 0-1. TJ Oster to follow, the number 9 hitter in the order. Chopped that one foul against the screen, and so quickly it's 0-2 against Carson Pearson from the University of Washington. Potters at every base, lead off for the 0-2 pitch from Berry. Sails it high. 1-2. Just checking out to see where my Disney princess is at. I see Piper the Peacock. That's not great. Here's a 1-2 in the dirt. Nice block by Wild. He knocks it actually back to the pitcher, and everybody stays put. So now it's 2-2 on Karsten. Breaking ball, misses the outside corner. Runs to count full, 3-2. Fouled out of play, so he came in on the 3-2 pitch. The fastball was fouled away by Pearson. We'll do it again. That one at 87 from Berry. We'll do it again from the windup, Bryce Berry. Chopper down to first. Garcia, nice play. He's going to go to second for the force. And the second shortstop, Jackson Short, will hold on to it. That's a really good play by Garcia. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Pearson. Scoring is White. Second run of the inning for the Potters. They now lead at 13-3. And that will bring up TJ Oster, who's walked twice and grounded to second. Lindbergh moves over to third base. And at first base is Pearson. Mancy is a race on the base paths with a good play by Garcia. There's a hard shot at second base picked up by Wilson over to first for the third out. Potters scored 2. We go to the top of the 6th. They lead at 13-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of the 6th inning, we got a new pitcher for the Potters. It's Micah Marquez out of St. Helena. He will take over for Jackson Howerson, who went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, and struck out 5. He is in line to pick up his 3rd win of the season as the Potters have the 13-3 lead. Luca Bocasile is the first hitter, and he is grounded out to first and hit a home run. So he is 1 for 2. It's the dueling dogs batter, but that doesn't look too promising right now after seeing Luca at the plate. Swings and misses at that one, though, from Marquez. So you never know. Micah making, I believe, his 4th appearance on the mound. That's hit high up in the air to center field. Eaton plenty of room in medium deep center field. Makes the catch for the first out. So no strikeout, but Bocasile is retired. And that'll bring up Max Cohen, who has struck out twice so far in this one. Max, who finished off yesterday's game. Actually, this is Tyler Kubo who's going to pinch hit. So Kubo will come in to bat for Max Cohen. Tyler started the game last night and was 1 for 4. He takes it down low and outside. Tyler from Occidental College, making his first appearance of the evening. Foul out of play, back up against the screen, so it evens up at 1-1. Jackson Short will follow, the shortstop. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Potters 7 runs in the second inning on the way to a 13-3 lead as that is outside from Micah Marquez. Single runs in the first, 4th, and 5th for Bercovich Honors, who won last night 5-0 behind Jake Fields. Popped up, called at third base. Now the shortstop's going to come in, Cade Parker, and he will make the catch for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th inning for Bercovich, and they will send up Jackson Short, the shortstop. He is grounded to second. He has popped a shortstop. It actually was a pop-up, was a fly ball down the left field line that Cade Parker made an excellent play on, going from his shortstop spot all the way out into not even short left field. It was like medium deep left field. Grounder down the first base, handled by Brown. He waves off the pitcher, and Micah Marquez is a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the inning. Potters lead at 13-3. Bottom of the 6th inning, Potters lead this one 13-3. A very odd bat spinning contest that time, Riley, the engineer. Both guys spun around. One guy stopped, kind of veered away, then straightened himself up and got to Piper. The other guy just kept spinning. And then finally, after a while, he stopped spinning and kind of wandered over to Piper. So I don't know if they really knew the rules, but they did a great job. They're from Astro Air Design. They're out here tonight, and we thank them for their participation, although it was a little bit odd. It won't make the highlight reel, but it was a little bit odd. Top of the order, Cade Parker against Bryce Berry. His fastball is too high. Cade has walked into a fielder's choice, popped to the catcher, and grounded to third in this one. 2-0 now. Cole Eden and Hudson Brown to follow for the Potters, who lead this one 13-3, or as the scoreboard says, 2-1. Inside corner, call it a strike, 2-1. But I mean, they're just reconstructing the scoreboard. It's you know, they kind of went off, so they had to come back and redo it. Fouled out of play, so from 2-0 to 2-2 as that one hit the top of the screen there and rolled up on top of the tarp, I think, down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball chopped foul at the plate. Caden Wild at the behind the plate now, as we said, and Thomas Wilson out at second base. I assume that since Wild batted for Lee, he'll be in his spot, and then Henshaw is out of the game, and Wilson will take his spot. Swing and a miss. Parker down on strikes. For the first out here in the bottom of the 6th, and that will bring up Cole Eden, who struck out, doubled, struck out, and grounded to second. So Cole is 1 for 4 in this one, does have a run scored, does have a run batted in, gives him 13 on the summer season out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and University of Tennessee. Umpire's going to write something down in his little book, which I approve of. Got to keep some, keep a journal. Journaling is important. Look out, that one hits the bat somehow. So he ducked, but he left the bat up there, and the ball hit it. And it's 0-1. And I guess good accuracy for Bryce Berry. He missed the strike zone, but got the guy's bat. So 0-1. Breaking ball misses the outside corner, a slider. 1-1 on Cole Eaton with Hudson Brown to follow here in the bottom of the 6th inning of the final preseason game for the Potters. Popped up, out of play. Tuesday begins Pacific Empire League play, the first season of the Pacific Empire League, though I think Solano has already beaten the West Coast Kings twice, and so Solano is atop the standings, the only two teams that have played a game in league yet. Breaking ball inside. That'll change on Tuesday when the Potters host the Humboldt Crabs. 6:35 first pitch right out here at McBean Stadium. You going to be here for that, Riley the Engineer? Tuesday? You're not really sure? Well, I know I can't have you commit or anything to a job or anything like that. You hate Disney. You don't know when you're going to be working. Oh, man. Who do you know in this company? 2-2 pitch. Call strike 3. I thought it might be, but the umpire took a while to get there. But 2 strikeouts in a row here in the 6th inning for Berry. And it'll bring up Hudson Brown, who's had a pretty good day with a couple of singles, a couple of walks, and 4 runs scored. Out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, and the University of Kentucky, home of the Wildcats, who won their first-round game in the College World Series today, with our guy Nolan McCarthy blasting a 2-run home run. A great Potter legend. Swing and a miss by Hudson Brown. 0-1 on the first baseman. John White to follow. That one right down the middle. 0-2. Pitch hit sharply down to first. Garcia has it on his knees. Going to get there before Hudson Brown. Good inning for Bryce Berry. We go to the top of the 7th. Potters 13, Bercovich 3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Singing some Neil Diamond out here. I think somebody should play Neil Diamond in the baseball game, but not Sweet Caroline. Play something else. Play Holly Holier or something like that. Brother Loves Traveling Salvation Show. Anything but this, and see if you can kind of like break away or something. Anyway, Micah Marquez is on the mound for his 2nd inning. Thomas Wilson, as we speculated, who came in at second base in the previous inning, he is batting in Mason Hanshaw's position in the number 9 spot, so Wilson will lead it off. It'll be Wilson, and it'll be Cameron Murphy, and it'll be Caden Wild, 9-1-2 for Bercovich in the top of the 7th inning against Micah Marquez, who was very good in the 6th inning. Hopefully he can do it again. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Wilson played last night. He started as the DH and was 0 for 1. He did score a run while he was in there. Bocasili came in for him. Fastball moves him off the plate inside 1-1. 84 from Micah Marquez. So Wilson starting us off here. Thomas out of Westchester College. Takes that one on the inside corner, call strike 2. 1-2 on Thomas Wilson. Breaking ball's popped up into center field. Eaton seems to have everything under control out there. And with one out, that will bring the top of the order and Cameron Murphy up to the plate. Murph, as we call him, has singled, walked, and grounded to second, so he is 1 for 2. I think he just grounded to second because he knew it was the Farmers' fifth inning. He wanted half price off on Farmers Brewing Company because that's the kind of guy that Cameron is. Comes to us from Chabot College, St. Joseph's High School, against Micah Marquez out of St. Helena. Breaking ball high, 1-0. Two days off after this one for the Potters and returning in that league action on Tuesday. Swinging a foul by Murphy. 3 against Humboldt. I don't know that Humboldt has ever come down and played here before, and now they're coming down here for a 3-game series, Pacific Empire League games. And then Medford, back in the same league as the Potters, follow them with 3. Breaking ball is fouled out of play. So great week of baseball starting Tuesday and going through Sunday. Get your tickets now. Get your information and your tickets at LincolnPotters.com. Come on out. If you must stay home, please tune us in on YouTube, Lincoln Potters Baseball, Stones Radio Network's YouTube channels. We appear on both. Like them, subscribe to them. That way you don't miss a game. It's right there for you when we go live about 25 or 30 minutes before each Potters home game. Usually play some music or whatever. That is fouled off. So it's still 2-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Bercovich Honors. I got my guy Riley the engineer on it to see if he can figure out who the heck is out there. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, waving at the off-speed pitch. And Marquez retires Murphy on strikes. Two outs here, and that will bring up Caden Wild. He hit for Tanner Lee back in the 5th inning, got himself a double and scored a run. And he swings and misses at the breaking ball from Marquez. So it is 0-1 on Caden. 1 for 4 yesterday, and that was a double. So a couple of doubles in this series. Lays off that one. 1-1. Fouled out of play. So quickly 1-2 on Wild. Hails from Cedarville University. 5'9", Caden Wild. Catcher / outfielder, and we've seen him 2 games as a catcher now. Swing and a miss. So Marquez does it again. 1-2-3. We move quickly to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Potters fans do so with a 13-3 lead.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
New pitcher for Bercovich Honors is Aiden Perry. Played third base last night. He's out of Dakota State University. He will face Sean White, then Will Lindberg and Trip Garish. So Barry actually went 3 innings then. Did a pretty good job, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. Struck out 3 and walked 3 as well. So here's Aiden Perry. Misses with that one. It's 2-0. So 2-0 to Sean White. He watches ball 3. He's walked, doubled, and then tripled. He's driven in 3 runs. He scored 3 runs. That one's down the middle, 3-1. Michael Marquez retired all 6 batters he's faced so far. Activity in the Potter's pen. Sean White takes ball 4. So he's reached base all 5 times as Sean goes down to first. And he'll bring up Will Lindberg, who's got a double, a couple of walks, and 2 runs batted in this one for the DH out of Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. Unofficially, that is 13 walks now issued by Bercovich. That fastball's on the outside corner, the 0-1. White short lead at first base, being held by Noah Garcia over there. That's fouled back to the screen by Lindbergh, very close to the Stones Radio Network's cameras, which again is a finable offense in the city of Lincoln. If you were to contact one of those cameras, they're valuable pieces of technology, rather the engineer. Not that you'd know how to use them. Quickly 0-2. Check outside for a ball, 1-2. One for 2, Will, and that's 3 for 10 for the season. Picked up 2 runs batted in tonight already. Faces a 1-ball, 2-strike count here, and it's in the dirt. Nice block by Wild behind the plate. Keeps Sean White close, although I don't know that Sean would be going anywhere anyway. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning here from McBean Stadium. Great crowd on a Saturday night. It was Disney night. We were graced by the presence of 4 top-notch Disney characters. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit in front of the right fielder out there, Bo Casile. And Lindbergh has his second hit of the day. That is hit number 9 for the Potters. And that will bring up Trip Garish, who has walked twice, singled, and struck out. Trip has a couple of runs batted in tonight, back in the 2nd inning, which the Potters scored 7 times. So 1st and 2nd now for the Potters. And Tripp at the plate out of Belmont, California. Takes a fastball outside from Perry. It's like Russell Pettis again loosening up. We saw him earlier loosening up down there before Marquez came in. 2-0 now on Trip Garish. Two-0 pitch. Trip takes outside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. We had Elsa from Frozen. We had Tinkerbell, oldie but goodie. Snow White, hello. And also we went a little out there, Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Not really a princess. Right down the middle, 3-1. But a pretty big personality nonetheless. And she dealt with a lot in her story, which was not a Disney story originally. But, yeah, so not bad. Pretty good booking by the Potters. Swing and a miss on the inside fastball, 3-2. I would have liked to seen an Aladdin, I'll be honest. You know, or a Beast or a Beauty. I think we've had Belle before, so that I understand that. Aladdin would have been nice. Maybe a Woody, a Buzz. Popped out of play by Trip Garish. Is that Disney? That's Pixar, though. So maybe that's not Disney. I thought I saw Woody out here one time. Who knows? Three balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. If it's fair, it's the infield fly rule. And it's caught by the pitcher, Perry, who played third base last night so he can handle himself a pop-up. Coming in was Gardner to help him out. But Garish is out on a pop-up back to the pitcher, Perry. And Luke Mancy will be our next hitter. Luke has a couple of walks and a couple of walks, a strikeout, and a sacrifice fly, I should mention. Scored a run. He's driven one in. He's got runners at first and second and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Takes a high fastball. 80 miles an hour from Aiden Perry. The 4th pitcher. Elliott started, then Iglesias, Berry, and now Perry. That one also high, 2-0. Luke out of University of New Mexico. Came in at 286. Has picked up an RBI tonight. Will be followed by Karsten Pearson in the Potters lineup. Hit sharply to the right of shortstop. Nice play by Short. He goes to second for 1 to first and is not in time. But that's an excellent play by Jackson Short. And a good turn by Thomas Wilson at second base as well. Rob Mancy of a base hit. He'll get a fielder's choice. Lindbergh is out. 6-4. Moving to third is Sean White. So the Potters with runners at first and third. And here's Carson Pearson. He has struck out twice, walked, and had an RBI ground out. So he is 0 for 3 with an RBI. And he's up here now with runners at first and third, but 2 outs. Left-handed hitter. He's playing right field for the Potters, and he takes a strike. Out of Dublin, California. That's a line foul back against the screen. So it's quickly 0-2 on Pearson. And 2 from Aiden Perry. Set up outside, and it is outside. Little self-fulfilling prophecy there. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the right fielder, Karsten Pearson. Outfield straight away, deep in center field. Pearson takes high. 2-2. Potters broke this one open early. 2 runs in the first, then 7 in the second, 2 in the third. So they led 11-1 after 3. And we stand at 13-3 right now. Swing and a miss. Pearson out on strikes. Potters get 1 hit, 2 on, but they don't score. We go to the top of the 8th. Lincoln up 13-3.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley President of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round.
Top of the 8th inning out here from McBean Stadium. Potters up 13-3. We've got a new pitcher. His name is Russell Pettis. He wears number 11. He comes from Elk Grove, California, and goes to California State University at San Marcos. He will relieve Micah Marquez, who was pretty darn good. 2 innings, he faced 6 batters. He struck out 2 of them, and nobody got on. So that's pretty good. Jackson Halverson went the first 5, 7 hits, 3 runs. He struck out 5, walked 1. He's the pitcher of record. And we go to Pettis. His first pitch is right down the middle to Noah Garcia for a strike at 89. Garcia has flied to center, singled, and grounded to second. An excellent play by Oster on the ground down, and he lined out to center in the first. And he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-2. Noah was 2 for 4 with a run batted in yesterday for Bercovich in their 5-0 win. He's leading off here in the top of the 8th inning. Ground ball to second base. Oster waits for this one, has it. He's going to have to hurry. Gets him at first base by half a step. So Garcia is out 4-3, and that will bring up Jake Cross, who has a couple of RBI singles. Actually, this is not Jake Cross. This is going to be Aiden Perry. So since he came in to pitch and wanted to stay in for the DH Cross, so Perry will get an at-bat. He was 0 for 4 last night. So he makes his first appearance at the plate tonight and takes high for a ball. So Cross singled in a run in the first and in the 5th. 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. And now Perry takes over the spot. Swings and misses at that one from Russell Pettis. 1 ball, 1 strike. Russell 5'10", 180 out of Elk Grove, California. That's a good-looking fastball on the outside corner. Right at 88 from Pettis. 1-2 pitch. That's a high fastball. 2-2. Zach Gardner scheduled next to third baseman. Outside, 3-2. Pitch coming up. And we're going to step out as the ball gets out of the bullpen, and we're taking a picture of the person who won the drawing. So there's a lot going on right now in the top of the 8th inning. The 50-50, I believe. And they're donating the money back. That's a tremendous gesture, swing and a miss. And he got him on strike. So Perry is out for the second out of the inning. 2 outs, and to bring up Zach Gardner. The Mud Run for Life is the name of the organization dealing with suicide prevention. They are doing the 50-50 today, and the winner has donated it back, and what a wonderful gesture. So 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and here's Zach Gardner. And He has flied to center. He has grounded to third. He has struck out. So Zach is 0 for 3 today. He's in here against Pettis, and the ball is high, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on Zach Gardner out of Cal Lutheran to Castro Valley High School. Up here against Pettis. 1-1 pitch brushes him off the plate, 2-1. Fastball at 89 from Russell. Howerson, Marquez, and now Pettis. No activity right now in the Potters' pen. Look out, that one's inside. Almost hit him. 3 balls and 1 strike to Gardner. Luca Bocasili, who had a home run in this game back in the 4th inning. He is on deck, the right fielder. Hit sharply into right field for a base hit. To the left of T.J. Oster, scooped up out there by Pearson. But it is a single for Gardner, his first hit of the game. 8th hit for the Bercovich Honors Ball Club, and Luca Bocasili will be the hitter. So a nice round of applause for our winner who donated it back to the cause. So Bocasili grounded to first in the 2nd inning. He had a home run in the 4th and flied to center back in the 6th. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. The single from Zach Gardner. Swing and a miss at that fastball. 1-1 on Bocasili. Big left-handed hitter. Playing out in right field for Bercovich in this one. Luca from Chabot College, also from Castro Valley. Swings and misses at that one. Took something off that one, did Russell Pettis, and gets ahead in the count to the big left-handed hitter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball, short left field going out is going to be Parker, the third baseman, though, will make the catch, and that is Luke Mancy. So 1 hit, no runs for the Bercovich Honors team in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters still on top, 13-3.
I'm Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
TJ Oster's the hitter, starting off the bottom of the 8th inning. The new pitcher's the former shortstop, Jackson Short. He will be on the mound as Aiden Perry, who was on the mound, is going to go play shortstop. So that works out. And Short's first pitch is high for a ball. TJ has walked twice and grounded to second twice, so he is 0 for 2, does have an RBI in this one. He's followed by Cade Parker, then Cole Eaton. Short's next pitch is outside. Potters do have another pitcher loosening up, which wouldn't surprise me. Pettis looked good during his inning of work. Marquez during his 2, and Halverson during his 5. That one is a strike. 2-1. Nia, the intern, really would, she's got the spirit. She's got the Mickey Mouse ears on. So, well done. Going the extra mile. That's high, 3-1. Looks like Eric Vassar warming up, the right-hander out of Jessup University, Carmichael, California. Here's the 3-1. That is in there for a call strike, 3-2. To TJ Oster out of Phoenix, Arizona in the United States Air Force Academy. Leading off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fouled out of play by TJ. Jackson Short will have to throw another one. Gardner, Perry, Wilson, and Garcia now the infield. Kubo is in left field, Murphy in center, Bocasile in right. Caden Wild behind the plate, and on the mound, Jackson Short. Fly ball right field, moving back a little bit, Bocasile, and he'll make the catch for the first out. So Oster is retired. And that will bring at the top of the order, Cade Parker. Parker's walk, the fielder's choice, will pop out, a ground out, and a strikeout. So 0 for 4 so far, and has scored 2 runs. Out of Panama City Beach, Florida, and Georgia Southern University, the Potters shortstop. Short's pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. That one also outside, fastball. 82 from Jackson Short. It's 2-0. That one's high up in the air. Short left field, shortstop going out. Left fielder coming in. And the dive is made, but he's not going to get it. It's a base hit for Cade Parker. Just put it in a perfect spot. Picked up his first hit of the night. So Cade's at first base with 1 out, and it'll bring up Cole Eaton, who has struck out 3 times, doubled, and grounded to second. So Cole's up here against Jackson Short with Parker down at first base. 10th hit for the Potters in this one. They have been aided immeasurably by 13 walks issued by Bercovich pitchers. Breaking ball is high, 1-0. Eaton followed by Hudson Brown. Actually, that does not look like Hudson Brown. I think that might be Nolan Thebe. Yeah. That's hit high up in the air to right field. Bocasile is going to be under that one. He'll make that catch for out number 2. And it is Nolan Thebe is going to bat. So Thebe will hit for Hudson Brown, who was 2 for 3, scored 4 runs and knocked in 1. So good night for Hudson Brown, and Nolan Thebe will be the hitter. Right-hander Nolan Thebe out of Wilsonville, Oregon, and Jessup University, making his second pitch hitting appearance of the season. The first one was not successful, as I recall. Breaking ball is inside for a ball. Sean White scheduled next, but I would think we might have another pinch hitter if an occasion arises. Swing and a miss by Nolan. Took a good cut at that one. It's evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. That's in there, call strike 2. Well, the engineer tells me that is indeed Sean White on deck. Well, there you go. I thought it would be a pinch hitter. Riley knows his stuff. He says, no, Phantom. I will figure it out. 1-2 to Nolan. Breaking ball almost hit him. I respect Nolan for not sticking his arm out there so it would hit him. I say, come on, stay in there. 2-2. Get a cut. Rip one. They're playing you shallow and left. Hit it over his head. That was a little too aggressive there. Check the runner at first. 2-2 pitch on the way to Thebe. Check swing. Outside. Good take by Nolan Thebe. Just a really good take right there. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. So Thebe is out in the pinch hitting appearance. 1 hit, no runs for the Potters. We go to the 9th. Lincoln leads at 13-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Top of the 9th inning, Potters 13, Bercovich 3. Tyler Kubo will be the first hitter, and he'll face Eric Vassar, the right-hander, out of William Jessup. Kubo will be followed by Jackson Short. First pitch is in there for a strike, and then Thomas Wilson, first pitch at 94 from Eric Vassar, who's got it up to 97 so far. Swing and a miss. Kubo came on in the 6th inning and pinch hit for Max Cohen, popped out to shortstop, so he is 0 for 1, 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. That one's fouled out of play, so he stays alive, 0-2 against the right-hander Eric Vassar. Halverson went the first 5, then Marquez 2, Pettis 1. They've given up 8 hits collectively struck out 8. Just one hit since the 6th inning. Fastball misses outside, 1-2. Marquez especially was impressive. 2 innings pitched, only faced 6 batters, struck out 2. Pettis with 1 inning, gave up a hit, did strike 1 out. Halverson in line to be the winning pitcher in this one. Vassar's pitch is inside, goes all the way back to the screen. So 2-2 now on Tatakubo as Sean White goes out to talk to Eric Vassar. Have a little chat here in the top of the 9th inning. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Comes on back behind the plate. Jackson Short to follow, then Thomas Wilson. Bottom of the order for the Bercovich Honors team, who won yesterday 5-0. Potters trying to get the win before starting league play on Tuesday against Humboldt. 2-2 coming up from Eric. Popped up left side, chasing it Mancy in foul territory. Rolls around and makes the diving catch. What a play. Luke kind of overran it. It came back toward the field. He made the catch. A lunging catch more than a diving catch, but the batter is out nonetheless. 1 out here, and that'll bring up Jackson Short, who was the shortstop. Now he's the pitcher. He is grounded out, popped out, and grounded out again. So Jackson 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball is on the corner for a strike. 93 from Eric Vassar. Started off his 2nd straight hitter with a strike. Oh and 1 now to Jackson Short. Fouls that one back to the screen. And it's 0-2 now. Vassar that one at 91 miles an hour. 1 out here in the 9th. Potters are trying to end the preseason portion of the schedule with a 15-2 record. 0-2. Inside, 1-2. They won 2 first opening series against the next one. The first 2, next one on Sunday. Then the Potters won 12 straight before last night. Bercovich blanks them 5-0. And they're coming out trying to get a little bit of revenge here. That's fouled off. At the last second, Short just fouls that one off. Eric Vassar bringing it down to 90 to try to get that one on the outside corner, which he did, but Short spoils it. And the right-hander gets ready to deliver. That's fouled away again. So Short doing just enough to spoil it from Eric Vassar. That one at 92 miles an hour. According to our TrackMan, which is monitored by Carson, who is now the 2nd highest ranked intern. He had number 1 spot for a long time, but he's in number 2 now. Inside, wanted to say corner, can't do it, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 9th. Hit down the third baseline, just foul. So Short is very, very tough here, staying alive with a bunch of foul balls with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. I wasn't going to mention who was visiting, but I might have to because of his peculiar drinking habits. That ball's down low. You don't take a beer and just throw fruit into it and call it sangria. Oh, it's a cider. So it's a cidergria. Oh, that's great. Unnamed person who will be unnamed. Ball 4. Good but bad by Jackson Short. He worked the walk after fouling off a bunch of pitches, and that'll bring up Thomas Wilson, who came on in the 6th inning for Mason Henshaw. He flied to center in his only appearance at the plate. That was against Micah Marquez. So Wilson up here out of Westchester College. Short over at first base. That one's outside for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Nice job behind the plate by White to keep that one from going back to the backstop. That one right down the middle, 2-1. 91 from Eric Vassar. He's back into the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out runner at first. That one just misses outside. 3-1. A little bit low as well. 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the order, Cameron Murphy is on deck. That one's hit out to right field. Coming on is Pearson. He's still coming on. He makes the dive. Did he make the catch? He did not. It's going to be in there for a single. Great try out there by Pearson in right field, but just not hit far enough for him to get there. And now with 2 on and 1 out, top of the order, Cameron Murphy will be the hitter for Bercovich. Single to walk, a strikeout and a ground out for Cameron Murphy from Chabot College. Great try by Pearson, not enough. And now at first is Wilson, at second is Short. Swing and a miss at a fastball from Vassar. Caden Wild on deck. He came on to hit for Tanner Lee back in the 5th inning and took over behind the plate. Cowbells are a-ringing, even at this late date. Swing and a miss at another fastball, so quickly 0-2 to Cameron Murphy. That one at 90 from Eric. (0-2). Vassar delivers. Outside. Try the slider. 1-2. Potters with a day off tomorrow and Monday, and then it's Humboldt. The Crabs in for 3, and then the Rogues from Medford drop by for another 3. Going to be a great week of baseball here. That's lifted into right field, short right field. That one's going to drop in for a base hit. Pearson has it, though, and everybody is going to hold on. So the bases are loaded with 1 out as Murphy with his 2nd hit of the game. That's 10 hits for Bercovich, and it brings up Caden Wild. Caden out of Cedarville University came on, as we said, back in the 5th, doubled and scored, and then struck out in the 7th. Chopper down to first baseline, foul. Picked off by a nice play by the coach over there. Excellent. Of course, it was a big hop. If you have a Silver Ford pickup, you better get down here and get it, because it's blocking the gate. Probably not really put that over the air. I don't think it really matters to people at home. But, just to keep them up to date on what's going on here. All the commotion. 0-1 on Wild. Noah Garcia, the on-deck hitter, as the bases are loaded with honors players. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch in there for a strike 0-2. He got 2 strikes on Short. He got 2 strikes on Murphy. Both of them got away. So let's see if Vassar can nail this one down with Caden Wild. 0-2 coming up. Tries it again. It's just a little outside. 1-2. Riley, the engineer, who hates Disney, has made it almost all the way through Disney night. Breaking ball outside and low, 2-2. So I commend you, Riley, the engineer. It's mostly Star Wars related, I know that, but still, it's a tough night for you. That has got to be strike 3, and it is. 91 miles an hour right down the middle. 2 outs here in the 9th inning, and that will bring up Noah Garcia, who was flied to center, singled, and grounded to second twice. So here's Garcia. Chopper out to second base. Picked up out there by Oster. Takes his time, goes to first, gets him by a step, and that's your ball game. No runs for Bercovich in the ninth. Eric Baster shuts the door. 4 Potters pitchers do the work for the Lincoln Potters. They get the win after the loss last night. Final score, Potters 13, Bercovich 3. We're back with a little post game right after this on the Stones Radio Networks.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar.
Welcome back to the Potters postgame, brought to you by the Friends of McBean. Out there trying to raise money to get a new scoreboard. QR code, scan it, donate. We really need it. We need a new scoreboard out here to upgrade McBean Stadium. Tonight, the Potters upgraded McBean Stadium with a big victory, 13-3, coming back from last night's loss, 5-0, putting runs up on the board early, 2 in the first, 7 in the second, and 2 in the third on the way to a 13-3 win. Jackson Howerson gets his third win of the season. Good pitching. He went 5, 7 hits, 3 runs. Then Marquez, Pettis, and Vassar came on and went another 4 innings and gave up no runs and struck out 4. So good job by the Potters pitching and good job by the Potters hitting. In fact, our Potters player of the game brought to you by Old Town Pizza, Mr. Sean White, the catcher out of Georgia Southern University. 3 at-bats, 3 runs scored, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. He was on base all 5 times, 3 hits, and 2 walks. So Sean White is our player of the game. We've told you about it. We remind you about it once again. No games tonight or tomorrow and Monday. We're back on Tuesday with the first of 6 games in 6 nights. All Pacific Empire League games. The first 3 against the Humboldt Crabs. Then the Medford Rogues come into town. So check LincolnPotters.com for tickets and for information. Again, Potters win this one 13-3 for me. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. That's Riley the engineer. Willie Preston's over there. Carson's over there with Jason. There was another guy in here. I don't know his name. Anyway, on behalf of all of us, we thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.